What he's talking about is I got some property up on Stony Ridge, and it used to be a junkyard, big junkyard, okay? And over the hill was these like old car hoods and stuff, okay? And
just parts.
Just parts. It was in the dirt, sticking out of the dirt. And Russell called me and said, "There's somebody up there." What was it now?
Yeah, I called you. I said, "Well, John," I said, I got 5 guys up here stealing parts off it because I didn't know who owned it at the time, and a dispatch was able to find out who owned it. And I called you and I said, "Well, they've got a carload of scrap iron up here off your place." He says, just tell them put it back and let them go.
Yeah, it was, you know, it's strange and stuff that I don't know, people will steal some strange stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling you about this guy that I got out of jail so many times. You know, one time before he went to jail, he borrowed my Wagner power sprayer, my paint sprayer, real nice one of them good ones. You put a 5-gallon bucket on. Well, he went to jail. Okay, so I didn't know where my sprayer was, and that was the least of my worries. I said, well, you know. Well, when he got out of jail, he called me, Russell, and he said, "John, I got something I think you'd be interested in." So he brought me this power sprayer, mine, and said, "This is a good one." He had it cleaned up. The cable was wrapped around it, and the hose, the head was clean. It was hard to clean, okay?
Yeah.
Everything. He said,
I got one myself.
He said, "I'd like to sell this to you." I said, "What do you want for it?" He told me it's like $100. I thought, that's a really good deal. I bought it.
Yeah.
Okay. When I got done, my wife and them, they said, "Why did you do that?" I said, "I gave more than that for it the first time I bought it." I said, and he was so convincing, I just felt like I needed to do it.
He's a nice guy. He wouldn't sell it back to him anyway.
At least he wasn't selling it to a stranger. I mean, but I mean, people will steal some funny stuff on it. I seen a video of a guy stole a hot water heater one time, and the water ran out of it all the way to his place.
I worked a case one time where these guys was building this house, and they was running copper lines and stuff through it, and they had to go finish up another job or something. It's gone for a couple of days on another job. When they come back, their tools was gone. All the copper was stolen out of the house. They went and stripped it out of the new house. I mean, just when you think you saw it all, you ain't seen nothing. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff in my lifetime, and just
they were absolutely. I mean, copper is not as, I don't know if it's as bad as it used to be.
It's not.
It used to be, man, because people don't go to the effort now.
No.
Okay, but man, used to, they would steal copper.
Yeah, it was.
You couldn't leave nothing sitting. They would strip a copper out of something so fast. I had a buddy of mine killed in high school, climbed up, cutting lines that had power on them. You know what I mean? Got killed.
Yeah, and, you just don't know. I'm telling you. And I've been doing this for 30 years. And I think 30 years is long enough.
Yeah, that's a pretty good spell.
But, you know, I've worked with some great people. I really have. I've worked with some great people. I worked for 3 different sheriffs and two chiefs of police out here. And I'm telling you, I worked with some great people. And all of them had their good sides. You know, they had their not so good sides.
Well,
but
people quirky.
all in all, I worked with some really great people. When you sit back and look at the bigger picture of a career, I worked with some really great people.
Well, I think too,
and I wouldn't trade nothing. I wouldn't trade none of it.
But when you talk about law enforcement, okay, I mean, it takes a different kind of person to want to do that.
It does.
All right. I mean, you know, the payday is I mean, the payday, there's no way it could be worth it, no matter what you're making.
Well, they're getting better. I'll put it that way. When I first started, it wasn't, but they're doing better with it now.
But when you take a chance on people shooting at you, hurting you,